Here's Arnaud from l'Atelier d'Arnoz in France. I hope you're fine, you spent a good summer. Here's a tiny video in my little English to explain you my two new boards, the MX Button and RGB Button. So, RGB Button, MX Button. These two tiny boards have 4 LEDs each to illuminate your classic pinball switch, that kind of switch. Click, click, click. Hey, great. So there's a RGB classic one and a addressable LEDs MX1. I'm gonna show you how they works. Let's begin with the MX button one. So to use it, you need, hey, take my nice board. You need one Wemos or one TNC. We're gonna test it with TNC and the 5-volt PSU. So I'm gonna plug the PSU. No smoke? No smoke, great. You have a plug. I've made them with big plug. There's also, I know my friend Zerk Micros build them with tiny GST plug, but I don't like GST plug. I like big fat plug when you can put your own wire. Sorry, your own wires. So I'm gonna sell some without the plug. If you prefer, you can solder your wire directly on it. You will see later why it may be better for you, but later. Just have a look here. Yes, you have plus 5 volts ground, signal in, the in, and the out is signal out to chain many other LEDs, addressable LEDs, many other suite of MX button. I'm gonna plug it. I have 5-volt ground, digital signal from my my TNC board, then digital out is going here and on that band. So unplug it, right? I'm pushing the test features, so you can see RGB, cyan, magenta, yellow, white. That's very easy to plug. And after you have to make a cabinet file with 4 LED vertically positioned, but you have my tiny tool to do that if you want. So that's all, just bim, bam, boom. That's okay for the MX button. They are similar boards, so I will mount it on a button, but it's the same thing for the MX button. I will mount the RGB just after. So, unplug stuff. 1 minute, please. And now, time to deal with the RGB one. So, RGB one is the same thing with classical LEDs, 4 of them. Plus 12 volts, and ground for green, for red, and for blue. Same thing on the plug. Easy. MX button consumption is 240 milliamps, so quarter of amp about. And that one is 40 milliamps per color. 40, 40, 40. Okay. So I have a tiny piece of wood to test. I'm sorry. I don't have a tiny one, so I use that one. I'm gonna show you how to mount it. But before, I'm gonna plug it on my Rigmaster board. So you need PWM output. It's better for lights. And here's my 12 volts. Okay, so it's wired like that. You have the plus 12 on the plus 12 and the three outputs on three PWM outputs on my rig master. Up. Then it's plugged. Your button, classical transparent button in a hole. It's actually 17 millimeters and it works with 19 millimeters maximum wood. You put that, that's the trick. Because of the plug, you need to work a little bit with your wood, you know, with a knife or anything. Like. I don't know the real name in, in English, so you have to work with your wood, dude. Okay, great. You put the RGB button like that, and that's why I want to sell them without the plug, so you can put them anywhere you want, because the 4 LEDs are going into the hole, like that. But for the test, I need the plug version. Here's the plug version. Then after you can deal with a 3D parts, or no 3D parts, as you want. And don't be careful, because the circuit is very, very tiny. That's a typical circuit, and that's a tiny circuit, you know, so it can break. Be careful with that. So keep gently on that. So that stuff here, so it works like a typical button. Then now you can change light. So I will open up better like that. Oh, shit. Don't worry, it's gonna be okay. Okay, so Pinscape config tool. Here's the Pinscape config tools. Hey, it's coming. It's not coming. Ah, it's coming. I have to plug USB. Oh, it will not work. So USB is plugged. Okay. Then we're going in setting to check for PWM outputs 9, 10, 11. Okay. Checking routes PWM. That's okay. So thank you. And we're gonna test outputs. Where's my test windows? Oh. I've lost my test windows. I'm sorry. Up. Inkscape. Config tools. Okay. Then output features. Okay. So ringmaster output 9, so it's red. red, green, blue. And you can mix, of course, because it's PWM. You have 4 LED, it's enough to illuminate one button. So that's the MX button and RGB button. Up, up, up. Plugging. So that's it. I sell only boards, I don't sell buttons. You can find buttons in your classic button shop, I don't know, in your country. There's many shops for that. So I hope you like that. If you want a plug-free version like that, feel free to ask in the shop, send me an email or PM on Facebook or anything like that. Feel free to ask before making your basket. You ask before, I tell you, and then after it will be okay. If you like this video, you can draw me a finger just here, or you can follow that video YouTube account, my account. You can come on Facebook group, on Discord. Feel free to talk about that, and have a good party and a lot of extra ball. Yeah. See you soon. Ciao.